I'm Matt Stratton with Harrison County Emergency Management. We want to make sure our local community members know that there is an extreme cold weather event coming this Thursday night and extending through Sunday. With this extreme cold weather event, we want to make sure that everybody makes plans and prepares now for this weather that's coming on Thursday. We need to remember the 4 P's. You want to protect people, pets, plants, and pipes from this event. So we have an event setting up on Thursday where a very strong area of high pressure is pushing down from the Arctic into our area. And as it comes down, it's going to bring with it extremely cold temperatures and extreme wind chill conditions. Low temperatures in the mornings are going to be in the low to mid 20s with wind chills in the teens and possibly as low as the single digits. This is a very unusual weather for our area. We haven't seen anything like this in many, many years, and we need to prepare for this event now. We are expecting a few showers to move through, but during the time that those showers are following, we're not expecting a lot of accumulation, and the temperature is going to be relatively warmer. So by the time that the cold air arrives, those light showers, the precipitation that's fallen from them, will have dried up, and we're not expecting any ice or any freezing precipitation, just extremely cold, dry air moving down after the rain falls earlier in the day. So I know that there are a lot of concerns about ice on the roads or bridges. Given the light amounts of rainfall, only 0.05 of an inch on Thursday, it should have evaporated by the time the temperatures get cold enough to produce any ice. So we're not anticipating ice or any freezing precipitation with this. It's just the bitterly cold temperatures with those wind chills starting Thursday night. So we are coordinating at this time with our cold weather sheltering partners. A lot of nonprofit organizations in the county are making preparations now. I do expect those cold weather shelters to be opening Thursday evening and extending into the weekend. We absolutely need to focus on those 4 P's, protecting people, pets, plants, and pipes. Pipes, the best way to take care of those is by insulating them, making sure they're not exposed to the cold air. You want to make sure that plants are covered if they're cold sensitive, because this is going to be a hard freeze with this event. And for people and pets, it's really a matter of exposure. You want to get people inside. If they have to go outside, make sure that they're wearing multiple layers. That helps insulate as best possible. And if pets have to stay outside for some reason, make sure that they have shelter, lots of blankets, and insulation to stay warm.
Hi, I'm Pat Sullivan, Fire Chief, Harrison County Fire Rescue. I want to talk to you just a moment about the Arctic weather that's coming in this week. The problem is that this weather is probably more of an Arctic blast than we've seen in quite a while. According to the weather reports, that this could be a freezing event that lasts for several days. Normally in South Mississippi we get these Arctic, this weather that comes through, cold weather that comes through and stays for a couple of hours and comes out of the air, goes out of the area. We're asking people to be aware of the weather coming, and we're asking people to be prepared for the weather that's coming. Specifically heaters. Right now is when you need to be checking your heater. You need to be looking at the heater itself. You need to be looking at all of the things, that the components that go with the heater. Make sure that there's nothing in the area around the heater. That a lot of people will store boxes. A lot of people will store boxes, mops, cleaning supplies in the heater closet. We don't recommend that. Keep the heater closet clear. Keep it free of any combustibles. All of those things that make the heater work, the electric or gas, make sure you check those and that you don't have any issues with those. Now's the time to turn the heater on if you haven't turned the heater on this year. That way you can check it before it's cold and maybe get somebody out to repair it if you need to repair it. Hypothermia could be a problem in this event. We want to make sure if you're working outside or if you're going to be outside that you have a hat on to retain the heat in the body, jackets, gloves, all the things that you need to protect yourself if you're outside. We want to watch out for our vulnerable people, the people that may be older and not as equipped to deal with this heat, this cold, and not be able to heat their homes or be heated the way they need to be. So just help those that you know may need to have their heaters looked at. If it's your neighbor or another relative, let's take care of one another. The weather's coming. and we hope that we don't have any fires, but that's one of those things that we anticipate that happening. Another thing we want to talk about, of course, is the smoke alarms. Make sure your smoke alarm's working. That's the early defense. That's going to let us know when there's something bad happening. So get the smoke alarms checked. Make sure you have batteries in them. If you have older batteries, then go ahead and replace those batteries. We always recommend that you replace batteries twice a year anyways. So if you haven't replaced those batteries in quite a while, then let's get those batteries replaced and be prepared, have those smoke alarms prepared for this weather that's coming in.